Two opposite reactions to the ongoing ICC proceedings on the confirmation of charges against the former president manifested themselves in today's Senate plenary session. A staunch human rights advocate lauded the kickoff of ICC hearings at The Hague on the former president's case of crimes against humanity, while her colleagues and allies of the detained former president hope to pass or enact a resolution to seek local court intervention to thwart a potential arrest by the ICC. Our Luisa Erispe fills us in with the details.
Was called yesterday's confirmation hearing regarding the case of former President Rodrigo Duterte at the International Criminal Court or ICC as a historic day. According to the senator, the hearing emphasized why it is crucial for the case to be tried before an international tribunal.
It's historic that it has started at this time, umabot sa international tribunal. And pinagdadasal ko lang talaga ang isang makatotohanan at makatarungang outcome, lalo na para sa mga pamilya ng EJPs.
The senator praised the fact that the experiences of the victims of extrajudicial killings were finally given a voice. She reiterated that the Philippines should rejoin as a member of the Rome Statute.
We should rejoin the International Criminal Court bilang isang international institution na mas nagbibigay ng kahit konting handholds and footholds sa mga bansa natin at sa buong mundo.
However, the senator admitted she was saddened by the mention of Senator Christopher Bongo and Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa as co-perpetrators in the ICC case. She noted that as colleagues in the Senate, there is little to do now but accept the reality of the situation.
Mahirap man at masakit man itong proseso sa Senado bilang institusyon, kailangan naming harapin. Kasi, ayun fact na sinabi talaga hanggang kahapon. So, wala kaming kawala, kundi harapin ito ng buo at saka ng tama.
Meanwhile, Senator Christopher Bongo had no comment regarding his name being mentioned yesterday at the ICC. He remained present at the Senate to continue his duties.
Ano yung sinabi ko noon, ganun pa. Antayin na lang natin matapos yung confirmation. Na tayo.
However, he brought his plea to his fellow senators on the plenary floor. This was during his co-sponsorship of the Resolution 307, which seeks to protect Filipinos against extraordinary rendition and grants Filipinos the right to seek recourse in Philippine courts before being tried in another country. According to the senator, he hopes the resolution will be adopted.
Mga kasama natin dito sa Senado, proteksyonan po natin ang ating ang institusyon. And I urge this chamber to stand firm in defense of due process and to adopt this resolution in the name of constitutional fidelity and equal protection for all.
The senator also called the Supreme Court or SC to clarify the actual process when a Filipino faces a warrant from another country. It can be recalled that there is a pending petition before the SC regarding the transfer of former President Duterte to The Hague, Netherlands.
Sana po'y once and for all, masettle na po ito ng Supreme Court, Mr. President. Co-equal branches nga po ang tawag sa atin dito. Executive, Legislative, and Judiciary.
Senator Robin Padilla and other members of the minority expressed support for the resolution.
Ang pakikipagtulungan sa ibang bansa ay hindi dapat nangangahulugan ng pagsuko ng ating sariling jurisdiction.
Bakit meron pong potential threat na dalawa sa ating mga kasama sa institusyong ito, Mr. President? Kaya nga po ang isa rito ay hindi nakapagsasagawa ng kanyang tungkulin sapagkat may dalang takot po dahil magsasagawa ng extrajudicial rendition ang isang korte na kung saan ang kanyang jurisdiction ay hindi na po natin kinikilala, Mr. President.
In the end, the resolution failed to pass the plenary today and is expected to be discussed again tomorrow. Luisa Erispe from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.